Coming this spring on Sister Wives.
There's so many people that are like, she was a liar, she was manipulating. I had this bond with her and I'm now questioning, why tell me that you want to have a relationship with me and then ghost me for months and months and months?
Robyn is gearing up to have straight up not a good time when this second half of season 19 airs. She has lost her biggest ally in Meri, and while she still has Cody solidly in her corner, he is an unreliable narrator at best. Robyn is a shady lady, and there's no amount of ear piercing or church shopping that is going to convince the audience that she is a cool mom. It looks like Meri is ready to talk on the show about how Robyn was not a good sister wife or friend to her. That is gonna suck for Robyn's image. People are not receptive to this shy, pretty wife narrative that Cody is trying to paint. It's giving vom.com, and I don't think that's what Cody and Robyn are going for. Additionally, we are finding out more and more about Robyn's reckless spending off the show. I'm sure Dollygate is not the last we are going to hear about Robyn's expensive hobbies. All of this coinciding together is just not a good look, and Robyn is going to have a rough second half of season 19. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. You guys probably noticed I changed my wallpaper. I ended up really hating the previous background. So Matt and I just spent the last 2 days switching this out. I like it a lot better. There was just too much green going on before. All right, so I want to react to that coming up on teaser that we were left with at the end of episode 20 of season 19. This was the apparent mid-season finale. I had heard that Meri said that this season was extended by 7 episodes, and I was like, whoa, is that why we got a mid-season break? I mean, we really don't need extended church shopping scenes. I was talking to Amy from Little Miss Recap, and we concluded that the likely scenario is that there are 7 more episodes total. That would make sense because I had originally heard that the season was going to be 24 episodes. So maybe there's 4 more regular season episodes and then 3 tell-all episodes. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what TLC has in store for us. Will I watch whatever they put out? Of course. What I will say is I actually really appreciate this hiatus so that no new episodes of the show will air while the family remembers Garrison on the 1-year anniversary of his passing. I think that that was a really considerate move on TLC's part. All right, so let's react to what we are being told is in store for us this spring on Sister Wives.
Coming this spring on Sister Wives.
There's so many people that are like, she was a liar, she was manipulating. I had this bond with her and I'm now questioning, why tell me that you want to have a relationship with me and then ghost me for months and months and months?
She'd act like she was your best friend and then completely ignore you. That's really
I am personally here for this tea. Best friend Jen has a way of drawing the hot goss out of Meri, and for that, I am so grateful. So yeah, Meri is wondering why tell her you want to be besties and then ghost her for months and months. We've never heard before that Robyn was ghosting Meri. I mean, we all thought it, but now Meri's confirming it. Sadly, I think Meri is realizing Robyn's motivations for keeping her holding on to hope for a relationship with Cody was just a financial scam. Robyn really was the last person who would at least verbalize sometimes that they still considered Meri part of the family. That ship sailed a long time ago for Cody, and Christine and Janelle haven't seemed to have wanted a relationship with her for a while now either. While her husband and sister wives turned their back on her, that's not to say that Meri is a social pariah, no. She actually has a robust friend group, a found family, as Gwen has called it in the past. So we know that Meri is capable of nurturing friendships and relationships, and it's nice to see that she is surrounded by people that genuinely enjoy being in her company. Everybody deserves that. Next up, we have this will they, won't they conversation when Cody and Robyn discuss their future in polygamy.
You ever sit there and feel you wish we were in a plural relationship? The question in my head is like, are we going to try to live plural marriage again?
I actually have a lot of thoughts on this. First off, this feels like a totally contrived scene, as does much of Cody and Robyn's content this season on the show. I do tend to believe Cody when he says he has no interest in plural marriage anymore. And I think that that is going to be a major point of contention for him and Robyn, if it isn't already. Robyn is very clearly, at the very least mentally, still tied to the AUB. She believes what they are selling, and what they are selling is that the way to the highest levels of the celestial kingdom is through plural marriage. For sure, Robyn doesn't want Cody bringing in a woman 10 years younger than her, still in her fertile years, but she wouldn't mind Cody getting sealed to more women, because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Happiness is not part of the recipe of a healthy marriage in the AUB. I've seen ex-polygamous content creators talk about men in their groups getting sealed to widows and older women that they really never plan on having intimate relationships with, but they do it for the plot, right? They do it because that is part of what their belief system commands. Robyn still buys into this belief system. She wants Cody sealed to multiple women. She doesn't necessarily want him to love them, preferably rich women, and she wants to stay on top as the favorite wife. Now, even though I'm not so sure Cody would take another wife, that doesn't mean I think he's done sleeping with women that aren't Robyn. This dude saw his dad convert to a whole ass religion as a way to dump his first wife, Cody's own mother. Men will do crazy things to cheat. From the moment Cody was a young adult, he witnessed that fidelity is not part of the sanctity of marriage. You could be part of an ideology, of a faith system that endorses a man sleeping around. Cody mentions this in the first episode of Sister Wives. Cody was like, sign me all the way up. But then he got disillusioned when his wives wanted things like accountability from him. How annoying. I could 100% see Cody cheating on Robyn. I mean, we know he didn't save himself for marriage to begin with. Why would we think he would save himself only for Robyn now? What religious ideology would he be following, or I guess personal ideology, that telling him that monogamy and fidelity go hand in hand? I'd be curious to know. Then we get a little sneaky peek of Meri and Janelle meeting up at Coyote Pass, and the things Cody has to say here are just asinine.
He could sell the 2-acre piece he and Robyn on and the 5 acres.
There's a few things that I will fight for, and this is one of them.
I'm not trying to rip you off, Meri. That's all imagined in Janelle's head because Janelle feels like, oh, I got divorced, so I deserve something.
This shouldn't be a newsflash, but newsflash, Cody. When you dissolve a marriage of 30 years, both parties are entitled to something. Cody has this way of making a completely reasonable request, like a mother seeking child support from the father of her children, out to be a way for one of his exes to try to get one over on him. It's like, nah, dude, you produce these children. You owe the money. And with your marriages, you all built lives together. You acquired assets together. And if that marriage ends, you divide the assets. Again, Meri, Janelle, and Christine are being extremely reasonable. And thus far from what we've seen, they want equity. And Cody is making this out to be his 3 ex-wives are out to get him. This is so maddening. And to wrap up this coming up on clip, we see a first glimpse at the tell-all.
So are you excited about this?
No, not at all.
How are you?
Good, I'm all right. I'm doing all right. There could be a great man who loves to work in the dirt.
Maybe.
And help you on that farm.
Maybe so. I promise you I'm not asexual.
I totally prefer to just meet somebody organically.
I definitely don't want someone who's such a prima donna like Cody is.
I wish they would all focus on their own relationships without my name coming up.
We've all seen their engagement photos. I wonder how close they got before they were married.
I I really wish the tell-all was filmed closer to when it was going to air. This tell-all was filmed at least a couple months ago, because when that episode aired of Cody calling Meri's friends bitches, Meri was pissed when she watched that episode, and she had said on social media that had she known about what he said there, she wouldn't have been so gracious towards him at the tell-all. So for that reason, I really wish the tell-all would be filmed closer to when they plan to air it, so we get the most up-to-date statuses for all the family members. And speaking of reckless spending, note the shot of Cody and Robyn driving in his newest sports car, this Mercedes convertible that I've heard costs over $100,000. Who is out here really thinking Janelle is asexual? Why is this a topic of conversation? She simply has different priorities in her 50s than Christine and Meri. I don't know why this is shocking. She's not focused on finding a new life partner, but that doesn't mean she's asexual. And Robyn wants the OG3 to keep her name out of their motherfucking mouths, and it's like, Robyn, that's kind of the whole point of the show that you're on. It looks like the latter half of season 19 is not going to go well for Robyn because nobody is buying the image rehab attempts by her and Cody. She's lost her strongest ally in Meri, and now Meri's going to be spilling the tea on the show. And now any scene shot at the McMansion, we are going to be Google image searching everything in the background to see how much they are spending on their shit. Straight up, not a good time for Cody's last wife standing. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check out my second channel, Sarah Spills, and my podcast, Mostly Harmless. Links for both of those will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, X, and TikTok at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.